is Action Jackson95. Today I'm going to start off my second season by picking a good game. I haven't been able to play a good game on my channel because I have very bad shit luck. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to pick a random game with my finger and see what I play. And the good news is, I only put good games on my bed. So there's no fucking way I could get any bad game. Let's see what I get. Oh my fuck! This is Deathbots by American Video Entertainment. The same fucking dickheads that made Dudes with Attitude. Oh yes, we're stepping into some shit. This was one of my first unlicensed games that I ever found out in the wild, and it was shit. AVE is just one of the many unlicensed companies that splooged out shitty NES games. Let's take a look. These are American Video Entertainment games. Just look at these cartridges. They look like dried up excrements of a gorilla with shitty glued labels on them. I mean, look at this shit. You could never ever find one in good fucking condition. Fucking cheap pricks. AVE isn't the worst unlicensed company out there, but they do have some shitty games. They only developed two. Crazy Creatures and Trolls on Treasure Island. I did my review of Trolls, so you can see that in one of my previous videos. But every other game that they published were developed by other companies. Now, what company made Deathbots? Oh, fuck. Odyssey Software. The same cock-munching fuckwads that made Moon Ranger! To give credit where credit is due, the artwork and the name for this game is pretty badass. That Terminator knockoff looks very interesting, which definitely got my attention. I mean, come on, everybody loved guns, aliens, and robots back then, so why not? Deathbots with this robot right here would definitely be an eye grabber for anybody. But when you put the game in, you knew right then and there that your system got a disease. Like Deathbots was some nasty cock that fucked the shit out of your NES and gave it an STD. Well, there's no bitching out on my show. If I can beat that abomination fuck Rangers, then I know for a fact I can make shitbots my bitch. Let's pop in that greasy taint of an NES game and beat the fucking shit out of it. As you can see, this game is played from an overhead perspective. Now, that usually works for RPG games to get the good view of a creative world you're in. Examples of games like that are Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy. It does not work for this game. Look at this shit! It's just gray, crapped on with more gray. These are robots? They're so generic and bland, it's hurting my eyes. Your character certainly doesn't look like a robot, just looks like a guy in a suit. What's with Odyssey making space games with blue astronauts and shitty robots with the same fucking story? Anyways, another reason this game having an overhead perspective is dumb is because it completely fucks up the whole gameplay. The alignment is so fucked with this view, you can't accomplish the littlest things like opening a door. A fucking door! You have to be aligned perfectly to shoot robots, open doors, gather items, etc. And that already ruins the game completely because that's all you do! I swear, looking at this gray, it's the most bland thing I've ever seen. Why not just cut my fucking eyes out? Or why not just go blind? I mean, seriously, the lack of color in this game is just pathetic. It doesn't even make me want to play, it makes me feel more and more depressed each screen I pass. Everything is gray. Even your character doesn't even look that cool. He's just a fucking blue highlight. My god, this is fucking terrible. Seriously, if you ever play this game, it looks nothing like you would expect. It's awful. It's fucking terrible. But let's keep going. The animation for this game is horrifically disgusting. The sprites are awful with terrible designs. The level design looks like complete shit and just repeats with a fucking color swap, which isn't a fucking surprise for Odyssey. This game was released in 1990, folks, and the graphics look that bad. How pitiful. Oh, and your shooting animation? Looks like he's shooting out of his dick. No, seriously, I'm not even trying to be, like, crude or anything. Look! That's a strong dick. Oh my god, this game is so fucking difficult! I'd rather have my ass evacuated by a fucking cookie cutter shark than keep playing this game! The difficulty in this game is so painfully hard. Paper cutting my dick vertically in half sounds more appealing than beating this sadistic, repetitive, glitchy as fuck nightmare of a game. You don't believe me? There's not even one YouTube video or video in general of this game being completed. Either people just didn't give a shit about this game, or it was too hard. Given the fact that this is the same company who made Moon Ranger, I'm going to say the latter is my answer. Let me explain the problems. First off, the enemies. They aren't really that difficult to beat and can take 2 or 3 shots till they're dead. But the real problem about the enemies is that you get swarmed by them like they're fucking locusts. In fact, they're so bad your screen actually lags and slows down. And you get this bullshit throughout the entire game. Second, your health. You have 6 bars of health with a few continues. But it doesn't fucking matter. Thanks to problem 1, you get swarmed and you can lose all your health in 1 motherfucking second. One common enemy alone can walk up to you and just hump you. And you're dead in 2 fucking seconds. Son of a bitch, that's so fucking cheap. Third, your ammo. The game does give you a handful of different weapons with ammo throughout to give you some sort of help. But you start to realize as the game progresses, it just bends you over and shoves the difficulty right up your ass. The enemies get stronger each level in health and in attacks. And let me remind you one more time that these enemies swarm you like a bunch of thirsty horn dogs going after a girl who just took a picture of her tits saying, "Do you like my fucking smile?" Fourth, your lives. Like I said, you only get so many lives till you get a game over. This game gives you too little. I swear I was trying my absolute hardest, but I kept dying by unfair amount of bullshit this game keeps throwing at me, and I almost quit. Unfortunately, I found a cheat that you can type in the title screen. You use player 2's controller and type A, B, start, and repeat on player 1 controller's next, and then you'll start the game with 60 lives. Fifth, the bosses. All this annoying hard work with swarms of enemies and monotonous repetition of running leading to the bosses, and what the fuck do I get? 5-year-old Microsoft Paint drawings that suck dick. Color a Dinosaur has better artwork than these hilariously bad bosses. And they take like 3 grenades and they're dead! What fucking challenge is that? Oh, and when you finish your level, you think the developers would be kind to refill your health or maybe give you some extra? Fuck no! You just resume with the little amount of health you had in the previous level and get cyber-fucked by those robotic pieces of shit. Fuck you, Odyssey! This game makes me want to shove my dick in a turned-on blender filled with ghost pepper. And this game makes me want to play with fire, soaked in kerosene. And the doors, the motherfucking doors, are such a pain in the ass. I can't fucking stand them. They seem to cooperate with me sometimes, but then when I press the button to open up other doors, they would just stay shut, like a fat ass forced to eat broccoli. And what is the final boss? A big robot tank with a brain that takes 2 of my guns to kill. What a fucking pussy! And the ending is so fucking dumb. The base blows up and it says, "You win, you have defeated the evil Deathbots, or have you?" You've got to be twisting my nipples on a cold-ass winter. Are you fucking kidding me? Just like Moon Ranger, they expected to make another Deathbots? Fuck off, Odyssey. This game fails miserably as a whole. If they would have balanced it out with smaller enemies, better controls, infinite ammo with just power-ups, and more health to find, and worked more on the overhead perspective, you would have had a cool robot smash TV game. But no, Odyssey Software failed again, being the fuck-ups that they are, making an absolute piece of shit that you regret playing for the first time. Shitty Odyssey. Your name doesn't even define your games. A long journey filled with adventures or a series of adventures that give you knowledge? The only knowledge that I have is that you suck a long voyage of dicks! This is Action Jackson signing off. Y'all have a good day.